It's time for the EWOW Experience free. Here's your episodely reminder to watch the first 2 episodes if you don't know what this is about. It's basically one of those EWOW documentaries, but instead of it just being me with my terrible microphone, it's with over 100 people from the Twitter Central Discord server. So, what's been happening since the last episode? Well, first of all, I want to thank you all for the support on the first 2 episodes. It really means a lot to us working on this series. As a way of thanking you, we're going to permanently open signups. You can now join the EWOW Experience by simply clicking on a reaction role on our Discord server. Do be reminded that you have to be in EWOW alive, and you need to stay in the server in order for you to continue being on the show. If you have any queries, just shoot one of the people working on us a DM. In terms of who's left and joined the EWOW Experience, we will have to wish farewell to 8 more people. Good luck in the rest of the competition. To reiterate, we can only document your experience on EWOW if you're in the server. If you leave, from now on we're going to assume you do not want to participate anymore. On the other hand, we opened our first batch of late signups. A total of 39 new people have joined the series in this round. This increases the total contestant count from 121 to 160. We'll be documenting these people separately for this episode only. They will join the main cast for the next round. For the next episode, we'll reveal the results of the people who join us next episode, and vice versa. So who's joining us? The new group includes 2 more original TWOW contestants. The first is Molten Ashes, who competed as American Camper in TWOW and placed 91st. The second is Scorb, who competed in TWOW as SC9849. They had a really popular Algoico Safflon and placed 215 in TWOW. Our editor, who hadn't signed up yet, whitecyclosa, is amongst the late joiners too, so good on ya. In addition to those, we have EWOW documenters Discresit, Medicine Airplane, and KTGE Official. The former is one of the most popular commentators who actually gave us a shout out.
Especially this channel. I watched the video and it's quite high effort and well put together. I got jump scared by myself appearing there. Now I wonder on how many videos have I appeared on that I don't know about.
So, reverse shout out to Discresit. The others are upcoming commentators, so make sure to give them some love too. Before we begin reading the results, for summary, here's Sue Stillen with how many lives they have. Newcomers will be shown after with their prior round placements. With that out of the way, it's now time to reveal results once more. We've automated this section this time around, so you may notice a few visual differences. The prompt for EWOW 3 was, our first EWOW friends will be eliminated this round. What does the EWOW afterlife look like? Which is definitely a better prompt than the other 2 disasters that we were given prior, as it allows for people to be more creative and more outgoing with their ideas, instead of being confined to just puns and pods. The competition has also gotten a lot more fierce, with the NWOWers gaining their own EWOW experience. Let's begin results. Main people first, new people after. If you have a keen eye, you may have noticed that our last 2 episodes' highest places placed 16th and 15th respectively. Well, our highest place at this time should be 14th, right? Right. Our top performer of this episode is Funo, who believes that the EWOW afterlife consists of a realm of books. A really well thought out goal is included too, as it definitely deserves to place as high as it did. Second highest person this round is Puzzly Pugsley in 23rd. I'm really surprised to see how well this did, considering the spike in difficulty now that people know what to expect. However, I will say that having a world of only 12 odd sentences is very haunting, as it symbolizes people only voting them down and therefore death. Envy is 2 spots lower in 25th, and it seems like our community has figured out how to communicate to a carry audience compared to a mini-TWOW audience, but they still use the widely accepted form of TWOW depths in mini-TWOWs, the good old shredder. No wisdom in a book can mean no use reading it after all. We now drop down to Chorito, who sneaks into the top 50 with quite possibly the best response I've ever seen. So you're telling me that you want to take all of the funny responses and reenact them in theatres? Hell yeah, I'd watch that! And I wouldn't be alone. The whole TWOW community loves reacting to the funny responses because that's what makes EWOW fun. Our final individual mention goes to Marissa Liger in 66, and we're back to puns. People still eat that up. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. We books don't particularly like sitting on shelves, so I see why it fits as a way of death. But besides that, it's our first library response of the video. It was quite a popular choice, and I too wrote my response around it. However, it only got 1,286, likely as a result of people not voting fairly. Hey, look! It's our highest scoring members from the 2 prior rounds, PX, Fourier and CringeCat. They both offer hopeful afterlives with the dead books working for some wisdom. Very Gold, however, takes a mundane approach to the library response, differing from the other two. Kim was robbed. He had a very well thought out response. It's so underrated, it should be at least top 50, but it's 148th. Similar to Very Cold, Kiwei-Rotip's response mixes the library response with the other widely accepted method of death into our community, being incinerated. Trust me, neither experience is very fun. They're more so dark, if anything. Speaking of which, here he is in 186 with a nice enlightenment theory. Mythical Moon prizes after losing a life last round, doing so in response with a chess pud. The blunder meme is pretty funny, so I'll give it a pass. Next is Joalzi, who mixes social media with literal battles for a pun, which fits well with our idea for an afterlife. 30 places lower sees the return of Kenny, and I'm not too sure what to think about this one. It looks more like a round 2 response if anything, so I'm surprised to see it up in 250th. Perhaps there's something I'm not seeing. Moving on, we have 6 more prizes, the first of which is the Illusufan Empire, who believes in a purgatory where dead EWOWers have to explain to the gods their thought process behind their response. Hilarious and original, I like it. I also like how Nib Extras focus on the standard deviation aspect of responses. Too controversial for heaven? Send them to hell. I'm just gonna go down to 333rd placed Fred Something instead. And I like this response too. I don't think most dead contestants would want to talk about the contents of your life books because they'd likely get distracted or be too lazy to care, but it would seem like a feasible option. Next up is the Busby Bumble, or as the full name says, the Busby Bumble, please keep it in lowercase :3. They're more of a traditionalist, opting to throw the dead souls in the ground again. It will probably look really ugly once we get to the final 10. Just scraping into the prize zone is Q-Uni again. Half of their response is alliterated, which is just voting bait, but it works. But it gets all of the dead souls working on their art. Finally, we have Axolotl, who opts for Oh Great, eternal damnation at the hands of 12 words. Brill. Now, here's the rest of the original cast. Oh no! Look! 3 people got eliminated! Goodbye to Super Amy OSC, infernostars, and Aethra Fort. You all gave this game the best shot, and I appreciate all of you for sending your responses to every round. You may have lost a life in those rounds, but you have won the hearts of us at the EWOW Experience. We really thank you for participating. Look at all of the people who have said tributes for you, before we say goodbye for the final time.
Being eliminated is sad to say, but I had my fun in EWOW. My happiest memory was when I first came to this server and everyone being so welcoming, and also tied with when me and one of my closest friends saw ourselves in EWOW for the first time. We were so happy. Trying to do the right response each time was difficult, but I had my fun trying to figure it all out, so thank you guys, it's been an amazing journey, and good luck everyone else who is still in the game.
Damn, that was sad. We're not done yet. We still have our late joiners. So let's move on to them now. The highest placing member of these is the unwatched YouTuber, also known as the Pope, who actually takes Funa's place as the winner of this round by placing 3rd. What? That's so high! That's enough to get mentioned by Carrie. What makes this even weirder is that our Pope lost a life in the last round. With this being their first prize, this actually puts them on 3 lives. How crazy is that? In second place is 36th place Alternation, who is our second contestant to achieve 6 lives. This comes from placing 193rd in round 1 and 225th in round 2. This response is intricate, using 2 puns talking about literature to describe how books are judged from their literature. Neat. Moving to our final individual late joiner mention, third highest is Scorb, who placed 43rd, also on 6 lives after prizes in rounds 1 and 2, the latter of which he placed 10th, which would have been 5 spots higher than PX, last round's winner. They make use of a pun and a rhyme to coerce viewers into voting it high, which is also pretty feasible. Groups of 3 time, Loser places 92nd, and oh my god, we've returned to 7-Eleven. Really? I thought the first episode was the only time we were going to see it. Times are new, I guess. 5th best late joiner is Molten Ashes, in 143rd. This is also their second prize. And is that an EWOW Experience reference? What? And in 6th place is Herodix, with a dinosaur pun. With this being their second prize as well, it's safe to say that they definitely haven't been Tyrannosaurus wrecked. Blue Gelatin is next to get a mention in 170th. This is their second prime prizing too, believing that the EWOW Afterlife is full of a debate on controversial punctuation. 11 spots lower is Life Nova, their second prize too, albeit they lost a life last round. Their response includes a sneaky little acronym, Act Rational. I don't think corruption is very rational, but hey, it worked, I guess. Entering the 200s, VIQ in 228th opts for false information that will please the dead EWOWers. They totally didn't make it themselves, I swear. Next slide, welcome A. Pello Le Bai. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I probably didn't. Their first time in the prize zone. Oh my, the discount section? Yeah, that's for library, but worse. Anything but the discount section. Ugh. Ted is next in 297th, and yeah, that's what happens when you buy books from the discount section. She left you unread? That's sad, they weren't even interested. We need some more positivity, and whitecyclosa gives us exactly that. I love the creativity you can give with origami. It may ruin the book, but who cares? Final 3 prizes of the episode now. First is Stealthy Septile, a 4th 6th life contestant. Unbelievable. They imply that only 666 books go to hell. Get it? Funny evil number. This is coming off 5th place result, which would have actually made them last round's winner. Alright, who's next? White's Documented Disquisite, responding with a KH acronym. I'm not going to talk too much about this, because they've already talked about their response, probably maybe yes. Finally, to round off prize reveals, Grey the Smart gains their first life of EWOW with another acronym, this time for Afterlife. Smart! To conclude the results for this episode, let's see how the other late joiners did. Unfortunately, 6 people did lose a life, but they didn't die outright, so I welcome them and everyone else in the late joiner category into the official EWOW Experience cast. Okay, let's see how the statistics have changed for this round. Beginning with lives, 20 people from the original cast and 15 from the late joiners gained a life, totaling 35 prizes for this round. Doing the maths, we can find out that 8.68% of all of the prizes from this episode of EWOW are in the EWOW Experience, which is a percentile twice as high as last episode. The average score for this round was 63.24%, higher than last round, but not as high as the first. The competition is getting so fierce, I can't predict how next round's average will compare. Ironically, 35 people lost a life in this episode. Not only is that the same number of prizes this episode, that's also the same number of life losers from last episode. This number includes the 4 who failed to respond and the 31 who placed in the bottom 50%. How do these affect the number of lives among the cast? Well, as you previously saw, our first 3 contestants have been eliminated from EWOW on 0 lives. 16 remain on 1 life, 33 have 2 lives, and 47 have 3 lives. We have more people on 4 lives than on 2 lives, surprisingly, 34. Not as weird as the number of 5 and 6 lifers. I am proud to announce that the EWOW Experience has 23 of the 116 people with 5 lives and 4 of the 18 people with 6. How crazy is that? Moving to normalized ranks, and the frontrunner from our group has changed. Last episode's frontrunner, Crystal Birdie 277, has dropped to 22nd. So who's our new best contestant? Well, that'll be our late entrant Scorb, taking first with an average that is better than 99.05% of contestants. In fact, everyone on 6 lives is in the top 5, with the exception of Luzard, the highest placing contestant on 5 lives. With the death of our previous efficiency champion, infernostars, a new person will also take their throne, and that person is Doorknob Liquor, who is better than only 31.36% of all the people who submitted to every round. This likely comes from their 11.83% score this round, which in normalized ranks equates to a measly 2.27%. In terms of standard deviation, only 1 contestant's response managed to surpass the 40% mark, making them the most controversial of the round. That goes to Happy Kyle 1119's creativity, opinions, nor scientific enlightenment really vanishes, archives nourish continuing youthfulness. I think the audience struggled trying to comprehend what Kyle was trying to say. It's meant to be an acronym for conservancy. This puts him third in the leaderboard for the most controversial across all rounds. However, highest standard deviation across all rounds goes to Suomi Namco with an average of 34.83%. Slightly less controversial than Leopardsun's average last round, but they've fallen all the way to 11th. The most agreeable contestant this round is Haxolotl, with her endless torturous nightmares of an EWOWer's worst fear, the 12th word, getting a ridiculously low 7.15%. On average across the entire series, however, Haxolotl isn't even close to winning. The most agreeable contestant across the series actually goes to our frontrunner Scorb, overtaking Kenny for first place. Scorb's responses have the audience agreeing that they're very good, as the average standard deviation shows a tiny 16.26%. Finally, we have a new statistic to talk about. We made a COW, a chances of winning table. This shows us how far a contestant may go on average if EWOW was simulated from this point, taking in prior round results as a basis. We've only simulated up to the final 10, as if we simulated the whole season from now, a majority of final 1 results would come up as 0.00%. The most likely EWOW Experience contestant to reach the final 10 is Scorb again, with a 12.14% chance of doing so. Wow, so you're just going to come in here and blitz everyone, huh? I get it. On the other side, unfortunately, the least likely to make the final 10 is 10x, who has a 0.12% chance of even making the last 5,000. But hey, miracles can happen, and this leaderboard can change drastically as each round goes by, so hang in there. And to conclude this episode, I'm going to hand the microphone over to normalben, who will give us 15 minutes of your confessionals. Your terrible, terrible confessionals. In a good way.
Yo! Ah!
According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way that a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyways, because bees don't care what humans think is impossible. Tell me with a straight face that EWOW Afterlife's a wisdom utopia. What's that? A giant paper shredder deserves 36.43%. Confessional, unfessional, infessional, fessional, essional, shinal, you know, oh no, oh. I made a boo-boo, yeah. Imagine dying in EWOW 3. Could have been you. This is a pause to insert me singing the Five Nights at Freddy's song. I'm going to write a confessional soon, I promise. Hello, I am Blue Gelatin. I like to draw and animate. I like pizza and video games. I competed in object cams like Bias hosted by Zany Leaves. I like 12 a whole lot. I will do well in this next round. 5 lives all the way. Good luck, guys. Thumbs up. I am super. Pickaxe emoji. The plug gon' hate me. Steve Jobs dollar. Hello everybody, I'm Crispy Chicken, new to TEE. To get you all caught up, here are my stats. I currently have 4 lives. My EWOW 1 results were nothing special, 6,918th place with a score of 54.35%, but I did end up prizing in EWOW 2. My response was, to turn the tide and defeat Midnight Light, eat wisdom pods. It ended up getting a score of 75.37% at a ranking of 395th place overall. To the eliminated contestants, rest in peace. I'm glad that you were all willing to put yourself out there. Good luck to all on any future endeavors. Smiley. Goat. The goat! Insert Dory May here.
Bro, your car is so complicated, like what does this even do?
Yeah, we losing a life with this one. Nice hustle, tons of fun. Next time eat a salad. What the fuck was that? Play with 4 to 15 player online or via local Wi-Fi as you attempt to prepare your spaceship for departure. But beware, as 1 or more random players among the crew are imposters bent on killing everyone. Originally created as a party game, we recommend playing with friends at a LAN party or online using voice chat. Enjoy cross-platform play between Android, iOS, PC, and console. Eli Gabret. Forgot to respond, don't do Duke of Edinburgh, kids. Abe. This is a confessional, a really long confessional. Okay, that's all. Rar, rar, rar. I've lost a life twice in a row now. I have a feeling my response didn't do good because it sounded like I was avoiding the prompt, or was just way too out there. I hope I'll gain a life in EWOW 4B and go back to 3 lives. It was my birthday, the 15th of June. Oh well. Hello, Smiley. I love mid-packing, Smiley. That's all from me, Smiley. T stands for The Epic Epic. Joa. Oh my god, I'm not Matt Rose. I really like FC Dallas guys, even though they fucking suck. Can I make that my confessional too? Wow, that was such a cool confessional. Now let's see what Legitsy has to say. Trolley bus emoji. How did I make it past 3 rounds without losing a life? If we get 10 trillion likes, I will leak Glep's personal information to the whole world. Hi, I'm Lith Nova? I'm not sure what to say, but at least saying that will leave my mark here on TEE. Considering I'm a late joiner, but no worries. Better late than never. Okay, bye. These other confessionals are hilarious. I like this part of the experience. Glad you do. I have to be the one to read them.
Get it. My former significant other and I have recently split ways with each other. This occurrence has provided me with the opportunity to divulge and bestow on you her confidential contact information. Aha! I have fooled you. The information I provided you with has been falsely attributed to the former subject of conversation.
This trap is incredible, profound, and epic. I have never seen anything so thoroughly scintillating.
Did you know that FOF stands for the acronym for prompt? We are gathered here today to mourn over the loss of medical book, a pure solely was. Although many people would look down upon the ceremony, wondering why we are bothering to have this event in memoriam of an EWOW contestant, those who are present here today could testify that he was much more than just an EWOW contestant. Oh, medical book, I held you close to my heart. I was shattered when I heard the news of your passing, and I still am. I remember when the phone rang, medical book are the dead. I was devastated. Still, I am sure even in his death, Dear old medical book is craving some waffles among, now, the stars. And yet, with the pain still being fresh, we must look forward to the future. For as one chapter in the history of EWOW closes, another one opens anew. Thank you, medical book, for all you have given us. May you rest in peace. Hello, normalben. I'm Dad. Hi, Meptune. C. Off-center laugh, off-center laugh, off-center laugh, off-center laugh, off-center laugh, off-center laugh, off-center... Shrungle bungler moment. Also on ID&P, this is a sad day for all Minstryer fans. Crying face emoji, 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 crying face emoji. So cats and cat, and look at this cat, I submitted under this. I'm on the crack sequel, and I must say it tastes pretty good. Sir, you've been in a coma for 1.64 times 10 to the power of -4 seconds. Oh boy, I can't wait to see half of my favorite polonium-241 isotope. Remember to drink water, guys. Meow, merp, merp, mew. 3. Rats, rats, we are the rats, celebrating yet another birthday bash. Michael, it's your birthday today. Cake and ice cream are on its way. Yeah, Michael, been a good boy this year. Open your gifts while we all cheer. I lost a life. Life became depressing for the #2 pride holder book.
Based on what?
Nigel Farage jump scare. I think this might be the end for me. Really wasn't expecting to throw this hard, but I guess just how the cookie crumbles. EWOW 3.
Dari Sabang sampai Merauke, dari Miangas sampai Pulau Rote Indonesia, tanah airku, Indomie seleraku.
From Sabang to Merauke, from Miangas to Rhode Island, my homeland, Indonesia, Indomie is my taste.
I'm so glad I pried is round 1. Now if I just stay in the safe zone, snow, for the whole game, I'll never die.
Okay. Are we in the Industrial Revolution?
The Fitness Grand Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that gets progressively more difficult as it goes on. The 20-meter step test will start in 30 seconds. Line up at the start. The running speed starts slowly but increases every minute after you hear the signal. Beep. 1 lap should be completed every time you hear this sound. Remember to run in a straight line and run as long as possible. The second time you fail to complete a lap before the sound, your test is over. The test will start at the word start. On your mark, get ready, start. Between you and me, there's no way to fake a dog dying on camera. Doesn't work. Period. It's gotta be real. Owen Wilson, unprompted.
Nah, bro, what the fuck?
Roses are red, some tulips are green. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Gordon Brown can't be outdone. When he twows with the crown he runs. Throughout the day, you need to pray. You're going down, said Gordon Brown. Hi guys, time for my first call. Shit's pants. Oh man, shit's pants. Oh dude, I blew it. Shit's pants. Oh come on, shit's pants.
Bro, what are these confessionals?
Laser beams, am I right? What's up? The most chaotic part of TE is open for business. You have 2 days to submit a message and it'll show on the 3rd episode. We now have 160 people, 41 joined this round, which I think is a cool thing. And it means that this section will be longer than the others. Hooray. We've heard that some people want to have walls of text in their confessional, and in response, we're implementing a 1,000 character limit. The editing team doesn't want to see paragraph text taller than normalben. Oh, hey, that's me. Which they'll somehow need to fit into a tiny box, so sorry. This isn't part of the confessional, but I also don't want to have to read this shit. Like, the long shit. Thank you. Videos are allowed too, but don't make them too long, because we will cut them off. Okay, thanks, bye. Channel closes at UTC timestamp. It's Pride Month. Confessionals. Fun fact, Bazinga.
Hello everybody, my name is Matti and I'm from Finland. Today in Finland the parliament vote about the equal right for homo to marry. And there are people who say no homo. no homo in Finland. But I say, no homo. In Finland we homo. And even myself am hetero, but I wish that in Finland everyone can homo in marriage for free. And that's it. Goodbye.
Hello, glad to be a part of TE now. I have no clue how I'm doing so well in EWOW. 13th in normalized ranks, 10th when including alters who placed above me. But I'm writing this before EWOW 4B, so who knows? Maybe I fall off. I think I'll give shoutouts to certain Pokemon in my confessionals, so shout out to Maractus. They are very jolly and I love them. Me when I watch 4B and see that I lost a life. Hey guys, I died last round and I submitted late this round, it's so jover. Subscribe to https://youtube.com/@thegoldengemxd for this could be the last time we ever meet. Fish. I poisoned the water supply. Now everyone dead. Whoops. Burp. Play the Bit Generation series on GBA and the art sale on WiiWare and DSiWare. Just do it. I smell the smell of the desperate, the smell of the weak, the smell of hopelessness. It begins. Death is approaching and will not stop until one remains. The weak shall fall, the desperate shall succumb to the natural order, the hopeless will. They've already gone insane. The reckoning has started and the great call is not far behind. Will you falter and perish, or will you become the one who stands before us all? Time is the only one who can tell. Hello people, it's time for some gathering thing, whatever. I'm supposed to talk about stuff. Oh wait, I didn't write anything. Ah yes, the importance of a purple, or is it green? Doesn't matter, who knows. My mother died, but it's fine, EWOW is coming.
Thanks for watching this episode of the EWOW Experience. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. And check out the links down in the description if you want to join for episode 4. See you in the next episode. Oh my god, it's finally done!